Hello citizens! In this video we're going to take a look at the brand new Hercules Starlifter. Before we begin, if you like this video, consider sacrificing a like to the YouTube algorithm or join my Discord server or subscribe. I'm going to start off with what's common between the two variants that we have, and then I'm going to cover some specifics for each of them. Both variants feature an elevator that goes across both decks all the way down to the surface, which is actually something I would welcome on the MSR cargo bay elevator as well. The cargo hold itself is simply massive and can fit up to 3 tongs or more smaller vehicles than I could count. The dual ramp design makes loading and unloading vehicles much easier as well. The overall base design of the Hercules is great. Along with the massive cargo hold, the Hercules features several personal storage containers on the top deck where you can store all your gear. There really only is one minor design flaw, which is that whenever you try to land, the ship starts tipping forward. I'm sure this will be fixed at some point, but for now you can work around it by lowering both ramps before landing. Another helpful feature of the Hercules are the Vtol engines. These are independent of the main thrusters, which means that you can have your VTOLs enabled and still have the full power of the main thrusters at your disposal. Moving on to the C2. The C2, in addition to the storage containers on the top deck, also has suit storage and weapon racks in the bridge hallway. Moving along the main deck, we will find the recreation area, which provides enough seating, food storage, cooking area, and entertainment to serve the 2 crew members required to operate the C2. It's only missing a chessboard. My only real problem is with the sleeping quarters. The C2 sleeping quarters have 2 beds, 2 tables, 2 bathrooms, and 2 doors, and yet it's 1 room. It wouldn't be too hard to split the space into 2 private rooms, but maybe CIG will let us buy an LTI curtain for $10 extra. As far as cargo hauling, with 696 SCU of cargo space and its agility, the C2 definitely has a good chance of becoming the cargo hauler of choice for traders around the verse. As far as weapons, 2 pilot-controlled guns and 2 remote turrets along with powerful shields should be enough to discourage any attacker, but for riskier runs you might want to bring some escort craft. On to the M2. In the bridge hallway, the weapon lockers are replaced by extra escape pods to accommodate the extra crew and passengers on board. The problem is that there are 8 escape pods, and including crew and passengers, the M2 can carry 15 people, which means that the math doesn't check out. Which brings me to the armory and passenger cabin. The M2 can seat 12 additional passengers and their gear in the adjacent armory. This reinforces my belief that the M2 is an oversized dropship rather than a cargo hauler. There is no kitchen on board, but as far as I know, MREs come with a heater in the box. The crew sleeping quarters have the same arrangement as the C2 with the exception of having 3 beds. As far as cargo, 522 SCU is enough to keep any military operations supplied. The decrease in cargo space can be attributed to the M2 having more armor and weapons. However, it can still fit the same number of vehicles as the C2. As far as weapons, the M2 features an extra remote turret. However, for combat operations, you will want to have some escort craft. Overall, the Hercules is an agile and well-designed ship. It can fit the role of a cargo hauler or a dropship. With that being said, it has a couple minor issues like the lack of balance during landing and the crew quarters on the C2. Other than that, the Hercules is a good ship for anyone who wants to trade in large volumes or needs to transport a lot of vehicles or gear. At the moment, the Hercules is the only ship that is designed to carry the Tonk and the Ballista. With that being said, that's it for tonight. What do you think about the Hercules? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you liked the video, drop a like or subscribe for more. Fly safe, transport some tanks, and I will see you in the verse.